Alright, I'm back with more Bloodborne. After a brief foray in the DLC, it is time to fight what might be the most difficult enemy in the game. And it's not this guy. Who do we have here?
You again? I'm afraid I've made a bit of a blunder. I'm just going to have a short rest. Oh, don't worry. I've taken blood. Enough to save an old woman. No more dreams for me. This is my last chance.
So she has been in the Hunter's Dream.
What a fool I am. I'll have to tread carefully. But that thing still lies in wait. Turn back. This is my score to settle.
Okay, a gesture. Just what I always wanted.
My prey lies in wait this way.
This way.
Back. This is my score to settle.
I don't think you're going to be settling any scores.
My prey lies in wait this way.
Let's take a look and see what her prey is. Okay, he's got that same trick that Maria has. Oh boy. I don't like my chances. So when I played Bloodborne the first time, I cheesed this guy. No shooting. I don't have a gun. You shouldn't use your gun. Ow. Hey, no healing either. At least I hit him a little bit. Oh, you're quick. No! How did I miss? Or at least I got a little... Hey! Alright, never mind. Don't try to stagger me. I don't know what he's doing. If he's buffing himself, he's fast. He's got the weapon that, oh, throwing things. He's got the weapon where you hurt yourself to do more damage, I think. I'm doing much better than I thought I would. What is he throwing? Nothing that I want to get hit by. No! No! Oh boy. Ha. He walked right into that one. Alright, one more hit. He might die from his weapon. That would be cool. Alright, let's see if we can get him to stab himself. He'll probably heal. Alright, whatever. Okay, I didn't get killed by him. It's a miracle. A blood drag. Blood rapture. Alright, let's read about that. We might already have that. Yeah, so this is a stronger form of it. Visceral attacks restore hit points. That would be cool.
Don't you ever listen to your elders. No matter. You did save my life.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
I don't seem to be apt for this life anymore. My glory days were long ago now. I know. Here. For you.
Crow Hunter Badge. And a Hunter Rune.
This too is hunter's work. But it bears no honor. A burden you may choose to carry. The decision is yours alone. Oh. My eyes grow heavy. Let me rest a while. I'll be fine. Just wait.
Yeah, you look like you're gonna be fine. Right, let's read about the, first the rune that she gave us. Sign of a Hunter of Hunters. Okay, this red smudged rune means hunter and has been adopted by those who have taken the Hunter of Hunters oath. These watchmen admonish those who have become addled with blood. Be they men or beasts, anyone who has threatened the pledgers of the Hunter Oath surely has an issue with blood. Okay, you get your stamina back faster. That's pretty good. Badge of a Hunter of Hunters who hunts those who have become addled with blood. The badge of the Hunter of Hunters is quietly passed down from generation to generation, usually to an outsider from the hinterlands. To be entrusted with this cursed badge, one must be strong, resilient to the seduction of blood, and gracious when taking a comrade's life. Okay. So she is a Hunter of Hunters, and I don't think she's going to make it. So this guy, whoever we just killed, had an issue with blood, I guess. Okay, one more loose end to tie up before we head back to the Hunter's Dream. He missed me. Alright, we should be able to get back into Yusefka's clinic this way, I think. No! Alright. Let's go around. Okay, so previously when we were here in Yusefka's clinic, she asked us to leave. And I did. So we have not been up here. The place looks trashed. But then every place in Gehrman does. Yosefka?
God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing. I can see things. I knew it. I'm different. I'm no beast. Oh, God, it feels awful. But it proves that I'm chosen.
Does it?
Don't you see how they writhe inside my head? It's rather rapturous. God, I'm nauseous. Have you felt this? It's progressing.
Okay, so she was doing experiments on patients, turning them into those celestial type beings.
God, I know it's progressing. I can see.
Let's kill her. Okay, another third of an umbilical cord. Let's read the description of this one. That makes 4 that we've found. Provost Willem sought the cord in order to elevate his being and thoughts to those of a great one by lining his brain with eyes, the only choice he knew if man were to ever match their greatness. All right, we can use the umbilical cords. Let's do that. Nothing happened. We were told to use 3. Let's use a 4th one. All right. All right. Doll, this may be the last time that I talk to you.
Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
Okay. Look at the sky. The moon is setting, I guess. That is a great tree, indeed. And there is the workshop aflame. Very cool visual. Hello, Gehrman.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
Submit your life or refuse. I'm going to refuse.
Dear, oh dear, what was it? The hunt, the blood, or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes.
Okay.
Tonight, Gehrman joins the hunt.
Gehrman, the first hunter. Wow. I didn't even get a hit in on him. This is my second time playing Bloodborne, and the first time I played, I defeated Gehrman on the first attempt. Believe it or not. I'm not sure how. Hi, doll. Guess what? I'm back. I was using the... I think I was using the Rakio, maybe the Threaded Cane. I don't remember. Hi, Gehrman. Is it too late to submit my life? Alright, I need to learn his moveset. What's he saying? Alright, so he does 3. No! Wow. Surprised that didn't kill me. Alright, that was my fault. Oh, cool. I don't know what he's gonna do now. Huh. I dislike guns so much, Gehrman. Didn't hurt much. Okay. Oh, come on. Alright, Gehrman, what are you doing? I have no idea. Don't stagger me. Whoa. Wow. He one-shotted me. How did I defeat him on the first try? Doesn't seem possible. Let's make sure that the Kirk hammer is repaired all the way. Okay, it mostly was. Good dodge, Gehrman. Don't mind me, I'm just practicing hitting the ground. Is he saying Slayer? That's what it sounds like. Alright. No! No! I'm so bad. Oh. Alright, what is he doing? No! Almost had it. Alright, I'm gonna heal again because I think he's gonna kill me. He's charged up. Can I just wait out that buff? Hey! How did you do that? Wow. Alright. At least I hit him. I like the gun better. No, how? Alright, I made a mistake. Good. Right. No, Gehrman. What's he doing? I feel like I should heal now. Back off. Now I definitely should. Alright, good. So lucky he didn't stagger me. Stop! Oh, how? Wasting blood vials. No, the gun was better. I almost have him, but I only have 5 blood vials left. No! Oh, no! Come on, heal. Alright, heal because I am in dire need of health. Oh, I did it! Old Hunter badge. Okay, we'll have to wait before reading that. What is this? Coming down from the blood moon. Alright, what is this? Moon Presence. Okay, it's the Moon Presence. And I only have 2 blood vials. Now I only have 1. Alright, let me get around you. Oh. Alright. Little extra arm damage there. Whoa! Alright. It almost killed me. Alright, I have, nope. Alright, that doesn't seem fair. Moon Presence. Maybe I'll do better if I have 20 blood vials. Alright, doll.
Gehrman awaits you.
Surely he no longer awaits me. Let's read about the old hunter badge. This hunter's badge, crafted in Gehrman's time, has no practical purpose except perhaps to assist in romanticizing about the past. The badge was a special privilege for the hunters of the past and should not be dishonored. It should be left in peace unless one is truly prepared to assume the will of those gone before. Let's fight in the middle. What's it doing? It's like an alien. I knew that was coming. Alright, let's heal. Maybe. Well, that would have been cool if I would have hit it. Alright. Alright, heal. What's it doing? What's going on? You know, I am a mere mortal. I don't deal well with these magics, Moon Presence. Hey, stop it! Okay, I got it. Another nightmare slain. The fire's out.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
Okay, that is Bloodborne. So we became perhaps an infant great one? I'm not sure. At the end. What a great game. I am not going to talk through all of the credits. This is my favorite Souls-like. It was the first one that I played, and maybe that's why, I'm not sure. It took me such a long time to get into it. I died at Father Gascoigne so many times on my first playthrough, but eventually fell in love with the game, especially the aesthetic. I do like eldritch horror, Lovecraftian type stories, the Gothic architecture, so that really helped. I like the story in Bloodborne so much. It is such a great Lovecraftian eldritch horror type tale, and I love how FromSoft doesn't explain everything, and they don't show too many of the great ones, because when you show something like that, something that is so far beyond human comprehension, it ceases to become scary. It just becomes silly, usually. So we only see a little bit of the great ones in the story, in the game. And I think that shows a perfect understanding of what makes cosmic horror actually frightening and interesting. And so many Lovecraft games miss that. They show you everything, and it ceases to become frightening. It just becomes silly. I don't know. I don't have too much more to say about it. I'm probably going to make a video about the story, because in this playthrough, I read every item description that I found. I know I didn't read everything that was available in the store. I didn't find every item, but I'm surprised at how much of the story is actually told to the player if you pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you won't miss anything. And my first time playing, I paid attention, but I still missed a lot. I would say I got about 40, maybe 30% of the story. And that's because partly because names become confusing to me. So if there's like a Lawrence and a Ludwig, I'll get them confused. They both start with L. If there's an Odessa or what are the other A character names? I've already forgotten. I'll get those confused too. But let's go through a short timeline. What can I remember? So much of the story starts before the game begins. A long time ago, there was a race called the Thumerians, and they lived where Gehrman is now. And they discovered the Great Ones, these cosmic beings, these aliens that live in the nightmare, and they're so incomprehensible and so powerful that they might as well be gods. The Thumerians discovered them slumbering, and I don't know what that means. Maybe they live in the nightmare and our waking world is where they dream? I don't know. And the Thumerians became their guardians, and I don't know what that means either. They started carving out this huge labyrinth around the Great Ones. They discovered this eldritch truth, which the game mentions several times, and I don't know what that is. It's maybe just the existence of these beings and these other dimensions. And the Thumerians experience a beast plague, I think, in Loran, and their queen, Queen Gehrman, has her womb blessed with child by Odin. I don't know what happens to the pregnancy, if it goes well or not. I don't think it does, but the child lives on in the nightmare, and its name is Mergo. Flash forward many, many years, and humans are on the scene, and there are 3 main locations in Gehrman that we visit. I don't know which comes first. In a timeline, it's probably Castle Cainhurst. I think the knights at Castle Cainhurst were familiar with hunting beasts before the beast plague in Gehrman, So I imagine that maybe beasts sometimes come out of the labyrinth, or maybe just people in the surrounding area sometimes turn into beasts because of the proximity of the blood in the labyrinth or the moon. I don't know. There's also Bergenworth College. The scholars at Bergenworth explore the labyrinth, and they discover the Eldritch Truth. They learn about the Great Ones and the Thumerians, and they find the old blood. They set it upon themselves to evolve humanity, to gain some of the power of the Great Ones, of the Thumerians. But they have a rule against using the old blood. They have an adage, fear the old blood. I don't know. Oh, did I talk already through the credits? I don't know if that is, if that adage is something they came up with.
All signed and sealed.
I'm just going to keep talking. If that adage is something they came up with, or maybe it's just folklore in the surrounding area. Don't mess around with that old blood, because when you do, bad things happen. One of their number, Lawrence, wants to use the old blood. He takes it and he goes to Gehrman, and he starts the healing church. His teacher, perhaps, Provost Willem, disagrees and tells him to be careful. Around the same time, some forbidden blood is stolen from Bergenworth and taken to Castle Canehurst. And I don't know what the difference is between old blood and forbidden blood. But that results in the creation of the vile bloods, and which I still don't completely understand. They're kind of like vampires. They hunt people, and then later when hunters are on the scene, they hunt hunters. Their queen, Annalise, is undead, described as undead. She can't die no matter how much damage her body takes, as we see in the game when Alfred pulverizes her to still living bits. And the third location is Gehrman, which probably starts as a small town, but because of Lawrence and the old blood, the healing church, which begins this practice of blood ministration.
You found yourself a hunter.
This old blood, here we are, back in Josefka's clinic. This old blood has two very desirable properties. It heals all wounds, all ailments, and it intoxicates you. So it's a very easy sell to the populace of the city, the town probably then. And over, I would say, probably 100 or 200 years, it puts Gehrman on the map. The Healing Church becomes a seat of power in the city. It has its own neighborhood, the Cathedral Ward, with a huge cathedral, a clock tower. An orphanage, which they use orphans to become sort of a think tank. And I'm not sure exactly how that works, but the orphans come up with this idea of sort of a black ops type wing of the church called the School of Mensis, which also gets its own neighborhood, Yahar Ghul. So the Healing Church puts Gehrman on the map, and sometime... I actually thought I heard a baby. Could be my imagination. During this period, we see some successes when it comes to communicating with the Great Ones. And the first of those is probably Lawrence and Gehrman beckoning the moon presence. Actually, before that, I forgot to mention, there is a minor drawback. It's not really worth mentioning. Inconsequential, small drawback to using this old blood. Every now and then, if you take it, there's a chance that you might transform into a beast and kill those around you. So this starts happening in Gehrman, and the church starts hunting these beasts secretly under the table. That was Gehrman's job to do. So he's doing that. At some time, Gehrman and Lawrence beckon the moon presence, and this results in the creation of the hunter's dream. I don't know a lot about why they did it. We also see the School of Mensis. They come up with this thing called the Mensis cage, which is like a bird cage that you put on your head. And using that, they are able to enter the nightmare and communicate more with great ones in the nightmare. And they discover the brain of Mensis, this great one that's kind of like a rotten, large brain with eyes. And they capture it and they start doing experiments on it. And also, at Bergenworth, they make contact with Kaz. Kaz, I think, is the creature that we saw in the fishing village. And it grants eyes to Rom. I don't know what Rom was before. It might have been a student at Bergenworth, or who knows. But Rom becomes a completely different creature, and by either will or design begins blocking magic, blocking rituals. So suddenly magic stops working the way it did. And all right, I'm actually going to stop here because I want to gather my thoughts and make a new video about this, because I think I might be missing things, and this is also where it gets what's happening in the game gets kind of hazy for me. I don't understand the timeline of hunters. For example, when we know all the hunters disappeared at one point, Gehrman starts as the first hunter. At some point, Ludwig becomes a hunter and begins having townspeople help out. So probably the beast plague gets worse and worse. And then at some point, hunters are 10 a penny, the game tells us. I don't know when the fire at Old Yarnum happens. It seems like it should have happened a long time ago from what we hear from people, but in the lore. But fires are still burning when we visit Old Yarnum, so I'm not sure when it happens in the timeline. So I'll make another video about the lore, and I'll try to collect my thoughts, and it'll probably be shorter too, maybe. We'll see. All right. That is it. That is my playthrough of Bloodborne. I hope you enjoyed it. If you watched the whole thing, then what are you doing with your time? Thank you so much, though. I really appreciate it. It has been very popular. I don't really look at the views on YouTube too much, but some of the Bloodborne playthrough videos got a lot of views somehow. So that's awesome. Thanks, guys. All right. Next, maybe I'll get back to my flip a coin runs of Demon Souls and Dark Souls 2. I put those off for way too long, and if you were waiting for those, then my sincere apologies. I'm just lazy, and I have 2 kids. I can only play late at night, so that's my excuse. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.